York, and I'll be your host this morning. We are standing here on our historic trading floor getting ready for the opening of EPAM. You can see right behind me is the post where EPAM trades. The designated market maker is standing there with the Citibank lead book runners to take a look at where the stock might open this morning. Brokers are coming by. This is the whole price discovery process that you are watching. Brokers are coming by to see where there might be interest in the stock to buy or to sell. The stock priced at $12 last night and is currently being indicated between $12 and $14. For the next few minutes, this will go on as the brokers continue to figure out where their customers might be interested in buying or selling stock. What makes the New York Stock Exchange so unique is that in addition to the electronic trading platforms that everybody else has, we also have this human system that allows for the best price discovery possible. So all the brokers representing customer orders from all around the world are coming through to this exact place on the trading floor, and this is the only place in the world where EPAM is going to open right after 9:30 this morning. And they're coming through to figure out what prices they might want to participate at, whether their customers want to be buyers or sellers, where the stock looks like it's going to open. So that's what's happening behind me right now. This morning we had a nice breakfast with your management team and several of your employees, and they have since walked by us on the trading floor and are waiting up on the bell podium, getting ready to ring the opening bell this morning. That'll happen in a couple more minutes. The futures are relatively flat this morning. We're looking at a very slight uptick in the Dow. Not a whole lot of news going on, so most of the news will be the IPOs, EPAM in particular. So as you can see, the crowd is gathering, and we're probably going to get shuffled around a little bit here today as people have to weave their way in to try to hear what's going on in the crowd. And they're going to continue to shout it out. Right now there's about 250,000 shares looking to open in EPAM, and again, they're just trying to figure out the price, so somewhere between 12 and 14. The brokers all behind me, you can see the different colored jackets everyone is wearing. They're all walking around with handheld computers, the predecessor of the iPad, if you will, and they are each different colored jacket represents a different colored firm. So Morgan has one, Citi has one, Goldman has one, etc. So that's kind of what you're looking at behind me. After the bell rings, then the rest of the management team is going to come over, and the crowd will get much larger as we get closer to the actual pricing of the first trade in this stock. We're about a minute and a half away right now, and again, everything behind me will continue to go on as we lead up to the bell. So right now we're going to take a look over at the bell podium and cheer your management team on as they open the markets today. Welcome back. We're standing here in front of the post where EPAM is about to begin trading. Your management team just very successfully opened the markets. The markets again are flat. Dow's down about 2 points at the moment, but more importantly, what's happening behind me. Again, the designated market maker, which is the one market maker that is, you can kind of see him all the way in the back, shouting out where EPAM looks like it might open. He's wearing an orange tie back there. It's his job to provide liquidity and to get the best, and to figure out the best price to open this stock. Trying to hear a little bit about where this is going to open. Everybody else you're looking at right now are floor brokers. These guys are bringing customer orders in. They're using their handheld computers to send messages to their customers, to send orders into the trading system. Right now it's looking...
I'm at 1380 low. Do I look okay right now? Thank you.
Right now it's indicated 13.5 to 14 on about 500,000 shares. So it's looking considerably higher than where the stock priced last night. In a few minutes, management team will come over and get to participate in these first trades. It takes a little while to get the stock open. The designated market maker, who is responsible for all the public order flow, is working with Citibank, who's responsible for the book behind it for the IPO yesterday. And the two of them together will figure out where the best price is to open this stock, taking into account all the guys standing around me, all their order flow, and where they really want to participate in the stock. Market is still flat on the day, although we've traded almost 40 million shares here. We average about 1 billion shares traded on the floor of the New York Stock Exchange every single day. A little history about where we're standing. The building was built in 1903, although we trace our roots back to 1792 when 24 brokers got together to decide that they were going to trade with each other. So almost as old as the country itself. This room, again, open for trading. We call it the main room, open for trading in 1903. And the posts, the real basics, the posts are where the stocks trade, so each stock has one physical location on the trading floor and one market maker assigned to it. The floor brokers who are walking around me all come out of broker booths along the perimeter of the floor, and that's where they have their stations where they can talk to their customers and get new orders and that sort of thing. Again, the price discovery process going on behind me. You can see all the different brokers in the different colored jackets. They're getting a little bit closer. What are they saying? So now they're looking 13.5, 1375 on about 550,000 shares. So what that tells you is that the IPO priced at $12. They're looking at opening $1.50 to $1.75 higher, and on a total of a little over 500,000 shares. So as the different brokers figure out what they want to participate in, how much they want to participate, each time they yell out a new indication, they're going back to their customers and saying, if this looks like it's going to trade a little bit higher, are you sure you don't want to participate? At a higher level, how much, at what price, and all of that is being communicated both electronically and verbally behind me. The management team, you can see, has kind of snuck their way in there. Ark is standing right, your CEO, Ark is standing right next to the DMM as they're figuring out what price this is going to open at, and this will go on for a little while. You can see the whole management team in there and the designated market maker talking with the Citibank brokers. You can see the Citigroup brokers. They've got the Citi jackets on, the blue jackets with Citi across the back. So they're looking a little bit closer. And again, this will go on for a little while until they get the exact right price. The auction market down here is what really makes the NYSE unique. And so this is the only place in the US where you have this live floor. And again, this is the price discovery process at its best. It doesn't get any cooler than this. The basic supply and demand, trying to figure out what that right price is to open the stock. It means lower volatility than you might have on an all-electronic platform, and it means that you're going to get the exact right price for the customers. They're hollering out a price again. There looks a little bit higher again, so 13 3/4, so 1375 is what it's indicated. So it's not open yet, although the rest of the market is, on about 600,000 shares. Again, as this keeps creeping up, the more we see movement in that indication, the longer it takes. So each time they're getting very close to opening, and they are open, 1375 on 600,000 shares, up $1.75. That's fantastic. A really good open to a really great story. EPAM should be very proud of what they're doing here today. In a minute or so, your Ark will come by and we'll say a few words. But we're going to let him get the full experience of standing in front of the book first and seeing exactly what the market maker is doing and witnessing what the brokers are saying and doing around him. So as you can see, opened at 1375. It's traded down a little bit, 1350 last, but still a very, very good showing. And here comes Ark now. Hi, Ark. How are you?
Good, thank you very much.
How did it feel to be on the Bell podium this morning?
Difficult to believe and feel that we're starting kind of new stage in the company. So it's a big place here. I would love to have all our 8,000 people from all US and Europe and Kazakhstan as well here with me. So congratulations to everybody. It's a big deal, guys. Thanks.
Congratulations to you, Ark. It's a really fantastic opportunity, and we're really proud to be partners with you here on the exchange. So congratulations. Fantastic opening for the stock, and a really nice day in the markets altogether. Excellent. Thank you very much. And so here we are. The stock again, 1340 last. The market is flat on the day. It's a fantastic opening for EPAM, a fantastic day here on the trading floor, welcoming EPAM to our NYSE family. We are so proud to be your partners and want to thank you very much for participating with us this morning. And from the NYSE, thank you and have a wonderful day.